Let's step back in time for another chapter in Peoria's history.
Whoa, way too far. Closer. Whoa, perfect. It's Peoria in the late 1920s, and this is Jennings' Garage, originally opened as a blacksmith shop. In the early 1920s, Henry Ford alone was selling over 1 million automobiles a year, and some of those, of course, ended up in Peoria. Problem was, who could fix the darn things when they broke? Add in motorized farming equipment, and it became obvious it was time for the small blacksmith shop to trade horseshoes for tires. In 1928, a young man named Joe Wilhelm purchased the garage and started what would become the longest operating independent auto repair shop in Arizona. Joe built the business through hard work, honesty, and a caring for his customers that went way beyond earning $1.
He was pretty much of a soft touch, really. You know, he used to, my mother, I remember her telling me that she got up one morning and there was some strange woman asleep on the couch in the living room. And so she woke my dad up and wanted to know, you know, who is that and where did she come from? And it turns out she'd been driving through from California and her car had broken down. And it was in the shop. He was going to fix it, but Peoria didn't have any place to stay at that time, so he just brought her home. And I woke up this morning, we woke up this morning, there she was on the couch. So we fed her breakfast, and I guess he took her back to the shop and finished fixing her car, and she was on her way.
Joe's reputation and business practices drove the growing business throughout the 30s. And during World War II, Joe's garage took to building cotton trailers to take cotton to gins like this one.
Somebody asked him, can you build a cotton trailer? And he said, sure, you know, so they built one.
In 1960, Del Webb was building Sun City to the west, and Joe's hometown business started to really thrive. In 1979, after 51 years in the auto repair business, Joe decided that it was time to move on. So he sold the business to Charlie and Mary Jane Guider and their 5 sons. They kept the Wilhelm name, and Joe stayed around to ease the transition for the new owners and his loyal customers.
Well, I think the fact that Joe was here for 3 or 4 years made the transition very easy.
Easier for the new owners, but the customers had to deal with some changes too. There were no more trades or accounts for the repairs. They had to pay cash now, and even Joe provided some stimulus money.
They go out and see Joe in the shop, and Joe would walk out to his Wildcat, and he would open the trunk, and he had a little money box back there, and he would give them money to pay his bill, or give them money to pay their bill, and then he'd put an IOU in it.
Peoria was changing as well.
So farmers were moving out and rooftops were moving in. So we started repairing cars.
One thing that the Guiders refused to change were the values that the business was built on.
One of the biggest challenges in growing any business is recognizing you know, what made you great. And being involved in the community, being active in the community, being family owned and operated has to mean a lot more than just family owned and operated. You essentially represent that through your actions. And I think we've done that really successfully.
It's been 30 years and 3 generations since the Guiders took over Wilhelm's, and old Joe would be really proud of what his little repair shop has spawned. There are now 5 locations in the valley, and as for the future...
And now we're ready for the future. So as we kind of weather the downturn and come out of this recession, we'll look for opportunities to expand.
How do they do it?
You know, we are who we hire. You know, the bottom line is we're a service business. We can fix cars, and you know, the guy down the street can fix cars too. They can hire the same technicians that we can hire, but they don't deliver the same level of service that we can deliver.
And what do the customers think?
Class, quality. The word quality is in that signature all the time. And to me, that's what this business is all about. Good to deal with people that you know that when their word is stated, they stand by it.
Why should you go to Wilhelm's?
We just take care of people, and as long as we keep taking care of people, we'll do great.
and
we still fix cars.
for Focus TV, I'm Stu Radowitz.